Hello everybody, what's going on? With only 1 month left to go until the release of the game, I'm sure you guys are all excited, but we're here to make a series of videos showing off what each one of the races has to offer. Hopefully this will help you make a decision as to which one to play. Keep in mind though, this will not include any personal story because of all the different variations within it. Enjoy!
I am Asura. I personified genius.
That is right guys, we are going to be talking about the Asura this week, and what better way to start off than by covering a little bit of their backstory. This race of inventors may be small in stature, but they're intellectual giants. For them, it's not the strongest who survives, but the clever. They believe that one day all the races of Tyria will be serving the Asura. In terms of their history, their ancestors, who were also artisans, lived underground for thousands of years until they were forced out by the minions of the Great Destroyer. Besides that, there isn't much left to know due to the fact that they rather use their intellect to look forward rather than backwards. When you first spawn as an Asura, you'll be surrounded by pure chaos. The first thing you'll have to do is find someone who can tell you what's going on. Apparently, all the golems have been turned against the Asura by the so-called Inquest. You're given the task of running to the portal in order to clean the mess. When you get there, you'll have to defeat a series of golem waves that will spawn from the portal until it is fixed. Upon completion, you will teleport to the Inquest base to stop them once and for all. As you fight your way through the room, squads of Inquest will attempt to reprogram the golems. Once you have defeated all of them, the final boss will make his appearance. The capital city of the Asura is Rata Sum, a huge floating cube riddled with interior passages. It has multiple levels, each getting smaller as they reach the top. The highest locations are the labs and the meeting rooms of the Arcane Council. Rata Sum is also the home of the 3 colleges of the Asura people, the College of Statics, Dynamics, and Synergetics. All in all, this city is the definition of technology in Guild Wars 2. There's a number of abilities that only the Asura will have access to. There's a total of 3 utility skills and 3 elite ones. The first utility skill is Technobabble. This ability will daze the target foe, and it's on a 45-second cooldown. Pain Inverter will apply confusion to nearby enemies while granting you retaliation. This is on a 30-second cooldown. For the final utility skill, we have Radiation Field. This is a ground targeted skill that inflicts poison and weakness to enemies in the area. It has a 1-minute cooldown. Moving on to the elite skills, the Asura have the ability known as Summon 7 Series Golem, which summons an offensive golem to fight for you. Summon D Series Golem, which summons a defensive unit to protect you. And finally, Summon Power Suit. This ability will summon a suit which you or your allies can enter and use to fight enemies. Like most elite skills, these 3 abilities are on a 3-minute cooldown. The Asura start in an area known as Metrica Province. Because this is a part of a larger jungle, you will find many characteristics typical to this type of environment. Most of the content will be explored on land, but there are a few underwater areas within the province. While exploring, you will find multiple Asura labs, some camps that have been set up by the Hylek, and some labs that have been taken over by the Inquest. Some of the enemies that you will encounter in this zone include the Inquest, golems who have been turned by the Inquest, the Skrit, and the Hylek. In terms of dynamic events and hearts, you will find yourself demonstrating your genius by helping the locals, repelling the Inquest as they try to take over various labs across the zone, cleansing a lake from Hylek poison by destroying Inquest beacons, driving waves of Skrit away from labs, fighting a humongous cool looking ooze, and even testing a power suit prototype in order to collect scraps near electrical distortions. Scattered across Metrica Province, you will also find a lot of mini jumping challenges tied to some of the vistas in the map. They might be easy, but it certainly helps prepare you for some of the harder jumping puzzles in the game. I definitely encourage you to try them. Thanks for watching everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to click on any of the other portraits to check out what they have to offer. In order to cover all of the races before the release of the game, We'll be uploading one video a week for this series. So tell me, are you gonna be an Asura?